I think there's a movement going on that wants to take the government to task over the flood situation, spearheaded by academic.
of the Chulalongkorn University อา
who
จารย์นรงค์เพชรประเสริฐ
yes, he's an economist, but he has been working on human rights issue.
yes
And I think that in the beginning, he was trying to help those people in the remote areas,
outside the flood barriers
yes,
first
yes, who wanted compensation but didn't know how to go about it.
right but then he said that after he floated the idea of suing the government a lot of people expressed interest in joining this campaign, which means that the people inside the flood barriers can also join this campaign also. The picture will become clearer on Monday, Kun Surichaya, when Ajahn Narong will meet with the Law Society of Thailand
Yes.
to discuss the possibilities of how they can sue the government over this.
This would amount to a class action suit, sort of.
Yes, he said 1,000, maybe tens of thousands of people have expressed in their interest in signing the names in this lawsuit also. He said that there are people who maybe lost their cars, didn't have their time to remove their belongings, that can also join these campaigns as well. So a lot of possibilities, and that's why he need to discuss with the Law Society of Thailand.
Why is it that people want to sue the government when they should expect the government to pay them compensation?
Well, this professor, he said that if the government make it clear cut that the government will pay substantial amount of compensation, he may reconsider the campaign. But he said that so far he has not heard anything from the government when it comes to compensation. So he want to take this as a reminder to the government. I heard him on TV last night, and he made some good point. The interviewer asked him what's wrong with the government trying to protect some areas, and as a result, making some other people affected. He said that it's okay as long as the government want to help other people. He has no objection to that. But the government has the responsibility to pay the compensation to the other people as well. So he's okay with the government using the flood barriers to protect certain parts of the country, but the government is obliged to compensate the others.
But he will face a problem because in the beginning he started with helping those outside of the barriers. But now those people inside are also asking him or joining him in taking legal action against the government. So how is he going to handle that?
Well, that's what remains to be seen on Monday. Well, for my friend, for example, he said that he is very interested in suing the government because he said he had little warning. The government gave him warning only 2 days in advance, and he lost a lot of equipment, video editing equipment, and he want to sue the government for this. He said that if the government had given him enough time, he would have been able to remove his belongings. But now that hundreds of thousands of baht of equipment has been lost.
So it may not be only about 1,000 or 10,000 people, maybe more, because the number of flood victims comes in millions. If you consider all the way from Phitsanulok, Nakhon Sawan, Ayutthaya, and Nonthaburi, and now Bangkok.
True. And the government has this figure of 30,000 baht as the initial number to compensate people.
For each household, 30,000 baht?
Yes, per family. And to me, it's not enough. People have lost their job, have lost their homes, have lost their belongings. A lot of things are 30,000 baht. It's so small.
So this will be the real test for the government.
Yes.
Because the government has said that it would compensate for it, but the flood victims are afraid that the compensation may be too small and maybe not widespread enough. So they want a court decision. And this will go to the administration court, right?
Yes, and then I think they will want the ruling of this administration court to pursue civil action as well.
Okay, so Monday we should know for sure how this first case of class action suit will be handled by Dr. Narong.